What's going on, guys? Welcome back. A little late, but better late than never, right? And this is the International Eagle 9900 or 9900 Eagle, however you guys like to call it. This one is actually an updated mod by Outlaw. He's got quite a few over in his Discord channel that he or his guys had decided to go ahead and update him to 1.32. I don't believe he's reposting these, but I will. He did give me permission to go ahead and use them in the video and put the original link in the description for the video. So if you guys are interested in this truck, there are 3 different cab variations, and so here we got the day cab version, but a decent amount of options on these things, and you know, it's just great to have something else. You know, we got nothing against everything else that's out there, but I mean, how many times are you guys gonna watch me run the 389 or 379 or 567? You know, yeah, it's good to have some other trucks to play with. So, actually, I just noticed I need to remove that center light down there. That's not quite right. Got to remove it, but hooked up to the sliding tarp trailer here today. Cargo is empty pallets heading over to Lakeview, Oregon, up to the sell goods up there in the warehouse. Now, also, the US expansion 2.4 is out. I think this might be the first video where I'm really mentioning it. There are different versions, so there's a version for no Oregon, but you have coast to coast. Oregon, but no coast to coast, and you know, there's quite a few. I'm gonna link the one that I'm using because I do not have coast to coast, and I do have Oregon. So the one I'm gonna link below is the one that if you guys have this same setup, that's what you're gonna use. If you have Oregon and you use coast to coast, make sure you head over to atsmods.lt, or I'll try to put, I think there's an SCS forum page post about all of this. I will try to link that in the description as well for you guys, so you can go there and pick out the right one that is for you. There's also a fix that has been recently put out. It takes care of a couple, I guess, of issues, world hole issues, whatever. But I do have that in the mods list above the original 2.4 for US expansion. So those are a couple of things I needed to get out of the way here. Underneath the hood, this is a Cat 625 ACERT King of the Hill engine. Has the same sounds as the N14. You know, I joke about that. You know how different trucks or different modders will use different engine sounds because they think they should be with this one or they should be with this one, or you know, maybe they like them, maybe they don't, whichever one. So it's always, this sound goes around all over the place. It's just a question of which engine is it going to be on. So maybe this isn't the original N14 sound. Maybe it was a Cat. I don't know. All I know is this is what it sounds like, what we're used to. Also, I was using the 1.7 light pack, and I decided to go ahead and remove that. That was giving me major FPS issues, if you guys saw on last week's ATS stream. So that has been removed, and 1.5 has been put back in. So turn the engine brake off. I don't need that here. I'm really happy to see a day cab version of this. There are so many trucks out here. Okay, we're gonna get stuck in the bumper or stuck in the curb. That's new. There are so many different trucks that I would love to see day cab versions of, because, well, I see them in the real world too, and I think they just look badass. And so hopefully, oop, yep, I did hit it. I did hit it. That's why you guys come here, for the professionalism, realisms. You know, it'd just be great to see more day cab versions. 386, for example, the day cab version. That would just be awesome. An updated version of the 386, for that matter, that would be awesome as well. They're all sitting in the left lane, so yeah, I gotta turn left anyway, so if people would stop turning right, I could go. Now, I've had people ask me, you know, why you always use day cabs? I just like day cabs. I was never an over-the-road guy. I was never wanting to do that either, so, I mean, I have no problem showing off day cabs. And then, no, don't stop. No, you're screwing me up. Don't. Go, please. Of course, now everyone's going to start coming down the left lane. Don't care. I'm going. I don't have all day for this one. Ooh, look at that trailer sway. Interior's not too bad. Oh wait, I have my head tracker paused. That's what's going on. Now I was gonna use the 387, I think it is, and I just couldn't get over the way the interior looked. The whole thing looked like it was stretched, and yeah, I just couldn't bring myself to use it. Ooh, I do not hear an engine brake. No engine brake on the inside. That will probably break it for some of you guys. Then again, on some of these trucks, the engine brake really doesn't do much anyway other than sound. Its bark is worse than its bite. We gotta change our tolls. Well, yeah, that's one thing too with the sounds. You know, we all know the SCS sounds are just garbage. I don't think anyone is going to debate me or anyone else on that. And you know, the sad thing is they record the sounds right there. I really just don't understand how it goes from one to here, and it's. I'm not an audio expert. I'm not an audiophile. It boggles my mind though, and hopefully they get it sorted out. You never know. But I mean, with packs like these that come out from Kriechbaum, and he's the main guy. I'm sure others have done their own rework here and there on their sounds, but you know, thankfully we've got sound packs and really help change the sounds of the engines. The one thing I'm curious right now is we know International is coming. You know, we all know this, although we don't know when. Rumor has it, I'm not calling it official because SCS hasn't said yes, it is. But rumor has it the Volvo VNL is coming out next. I don't expect great sounds out of that one. They're not normally known for having great sounds because not a lot of people customize those to have that, you know. It's not like a Kenworth or a Peterbilt or whatever. The main point of a VNL, the main life of a VNL, chances more often than not that it's going to be a road truck. You know, it's going to be a company truck, and that's it. But, yeah, I highly doubt we're going to see this truck from International. It's discontinued, isn't it? I should have looked it up before I recorded this. If it's, I mean, anything that's discontinued, I just don't expect to see it. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah, I wouldn't expect to see anything that's been discontinued by any company. Which is why I'm a little surprised that T880 as well as the T800 are not in the game. Neither one of those trucks are discontinued. The 880 was meant to replace the 800, but the 800 is still a very well selling truck. Or it's a very good selling truck, so I'm a little surprised we don't have either one of those trucks in here. The 567 we don't have. Yeah, that's curious, and hopefully we see them eventually. I would like to think we eventually will see those trucks put in the game by SCS. But these old school trucks, the Columbia, the cab-overs, yeah, we're not going to see those. Unless SCS works out a deal with said companies, and they come out with a old school pack maybe or something. I could definitely see that one. SCS. Someone clip this and send it to SCS. Work out with Freightliner and others, Kenworth and Peterbilt. Maybe a cab over pack. I'm sure many of us would buy that. We would love to go for a cab over pack with the old school cab overs. The FLB, the Argosy, with the K100, and then what, the 352 was it for Peterbilt? Or 351? Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people would jump in on that one. You know, I really, and I think SCS, I don't know if they really know that people would probably pay top dollar to get into some of these old school trucks. And I mean, I'm not talking like 40s or 50s style. I mean, maybe the 350, maybe it is the 352. They, not the cab over, but the other, like, needle nose looking truck. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think AMT did one. It might have been a 351. Damn, I can't remember. But anyway, you know, a 379 maybe, a 386. I'd love to have. You know, some of these, you know, 80s, 90s T600, 80s, 90s, early 2000s trucks that are discontinued. They're no longer here, but we still see them on the road. More so in some places than we do in others, maybe. But still, you know, if they were to come out with some of these, like the 2000s pack, the 90s pack, 80s pack, I'm sure a lot of people would be jumping all over those. A lot of people would. But at the same time, though, I do have to wonder, because they say they love the modders. They know the modders have kept this game alive. Do you think they don't want to do that? Not just because of the extra licensing costs, which is probably the main reason why, and the time that it would take to put into said trucks. Do you think there's any part of them that doesn't want to do anything like that because of the modding community? They know the modding community has already put these trucks out there. People have sunk money into that and helped to keep the game alive by doing stuff like that. And I'm not saying that's the main reason. I'm just speculating here that maybe a small, eensy-teensy little bit, maybe a fingertip worth of them, you know, is thinking, yeah, we kind of don't want to screw those guys over. But then the main part of it, we're talking 99% of the reason why is because they don't want to, maybe the companies don't want to put the trucks in. Or maybe SCS doesn't want to spend the money on the licensing and then having to put all those in when they'd rather focus on getting new trucks, the current trucks in, the VNL, the new Cascadia, you know, trucks like that. You know, they would rather spend their time getting those trucks in here. Maybe down the road, they'll go ahead and focus on other trucks. But I'm willing to bet that we'll see the W990, if that's the one I saw floating around last week on Facebook. I bet we will see that one before we see a T800. Or maybe even the 880. You know, or maybe they decided, you know what? All the trucks are in the game now. We've got all the companies in here, including Tesla. I don't know why, but let's just say that they're in here too. Now we're going to make a truck pack. Peterbilt pack. And it's going to have the 386. Maybe the 379 and the 378. Or one or the other, if not both. You know, maybe the cab over. What was it, the 352 or 351 or whatever? You know, maybe we'll see a pack with 3 or 4 trucks like that. And then maybe we'll see another pack from Kenworth. And that will have maybe the 800, the 880, the 990, or the K100, you know, something like that. You know, there are different versions of the W9 that are out there. Maybe we'll see something like that. I could see this going many ways. And I'm interested to know, what would you guys buy in on that? I mean, alright, I'll put it this way. If SCS next year were to put out a truck pack, and it could be whatever you want it to be, make it up. It could be the Kenworth, it could be a Peterbilt pack. If they were to put out a pack that had the extra trucks in there that we don't have right now, would you guys buy it? Or would you guys feel like that's a slap in the face because they still haven't put the other trucks in here? I mean, I'm willing to bet, even if, say for the sake of argument, SCS was going to do something like that, given what Pavel has said in the live stream back in August or July, they're not going to do anything like that until all the trucks are in the game. And we're still looking at like 2 years for a lot of that stuff. I think between now and 2 years from now, we will have all major manufacturers in the game. Maybe 3 tops. Whoa, I thought I was ready for that gear. Apparently I wasn't. 5th gear is not ready. Yeah, I think we're looking at at least 2 years before one truck from every major manufacturer is in here. And that's the thing, though, is how many trucks are they going to be putting in? How many trucks is VNL putting in? How many versions? How many are International putting in? You know, Freightliner, Western Star, Mac. How many are they putting in? You know, there's lots of... Is it 1 per? I get the feeling you guys are going to be a little annoyed if it's only 1 truck per company. That's just my little gut feeling, because I would be kind of miffed if it's only 1 truck per company. Hey, I don't think that's the correct height for that sign. I didn't look at the map. I don't know if this is SCS Road or if this is US Expansion. I think it's US Expansion. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't crossed into Oregon yet, I believe. But yeah, I really do think... I mean, SCS they're tiptoeing here. You know, they alluded to that as much. I mean, when Pavel said we don't want to put out any accessory stuff until we get more in-game content, core content, trucks. Because he said that he didn't want to have us feel like we're just being nickel and dimed. So... it's just, you know, we're in a wait and see. And it sucks. I know everyone wants to know what's it going to be, who's offering up what, this and that, whatever. And they haven't said much of anything else. They haven't said, yes, this deal is now signed. Yes, this truck is now coming in. I wish they would. If the deal is done, in my opinion, if the deal is done, everyone is signed, everyone's happy, you now got all the specs, put out a tweet saying, all right, guys, hopefully within a year's time, you know, maybe even not even put a date on it. Yeah, I could get used to this. Keep it on the road. There we go. You know, don't even put a date on it. Put out a Facebook post, put out a tweet saying, alright guys, in the future, you know, this company will have this truck and this truck and this truck. You know, put something like that out. That'd be nice. You know, I know you guys as well as me, we don't like sitting in the dark. We know it's coming, but we don't know what, and we don't know when. We won't know when until it's here. That's just the way it's going to be. No getting around that. Okay, fine, I can live with that. But the what is what I would really like to know. Who has signed? What trucks? Okay, just below, I don't even think there's a stop sign or a yield sign there. Just drive right out in front. And then decide to turn. Yes, thank you. Yeah, the what is the main question. What trucks can we expect? Well, that is the question that many of us are asking, and we will continue to ask as we wait with bated breath. And aren't you parked the wrong way? You too? I think that's a ticket, isn't it? This is a good curve. Yeah, always a good thing to have a sliding fence like this right out. Yes, I know you're tired, shut up. Right there on the main road. Not much room to turn in. Yeah, beautiful. It's a different looking cell case location than normal either. Man, this truck looks mean. Alright guys, that is going to be it for this one. Thank you all for watching. If you liked, hit that like button. If you didn't, do the opposite. Get subscribed here on YouTube. Make sure you check the description below for links to the truck, the expansion mod pack for the map, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Discord. Like, follow, subscribe, join in the conversation. I'll catch you all in the next video. Until then, take it easy.